Do you suffer from achy, stiff, or sore hips? Well, one solution could be stretching the muscles around there, but another solution is mobility or movement. My name is Dr. Robin Armstrong. I'm a chiropractor at Willowbrook Chiropractic in Langley, and today I'm going to show you a few mobility exercises for your hip. So we know that joints get nutrients, they get synovial fluid with movement. As we move the joint, new fluid is pumped in and old fluid is moved out. So this is especially important if you know that you might be suffering from arthritis, age-related changes to the joint. So let's start by standing, and we'll get into a slight lunge. And you can use a chair or the wall for a little bit of stability, but we're going to have 1 foot forward, slight bend in the knee, one leg extended back behind you. Bend that knee so that you're tucking your tailbone under, and then we're just going to dip a little bit, bending the front knee. So we're going to go up and down, nice and slow. So with this, we're getting some opening through the front of the hip in the hip flexor area. We're going to do that both sides. Similarly, you're going to take a wider stance, and again, you can hold onto a chair, or I have a bench behind me. You can do that with like a couch or a chair behind you for a little bit more stability. And we're going to go side to side with a lunge, but what I want you to think about is really sending your hips back. So we're going to bend into one knee, but my hips are going back behind me. So my weight is shifting backwards. I'm not putting a lot of weight over that front foot, and then come back to standing. You can either repeat on that side or go to the other side, sending the hips back. So now we're opening through the groin muscles, which often can get tight in hip conditions. Then we'll go down to the floor. You can do this on your bed if you like, or on the floor. We're gonna hug the leg into the chest and then let it go. So we're just going to kind of pump the hip back and forth in flexion and then letting it go. And hopefully you don't feel any pinching. You can sometimes change the angle that you're pulling your knee in if you are feeling any pinching. And again, doing that both sides at least 10 times. And then we can do what I call windshield wipers. So your feet are going to be out in front of you, wider than hip width. You can have your hands behind you, so you're leaning back, and you're going to let your legs swivel from side to side, letting the knee go in towards the center, alternating. Again, you don't want to feel any knee discomfort. So joints like to move, and when they're stiff and tight and sore, you'd be surprised what a little bit of movement can do to increase your feeling of freedom and decrease the pain. If you have any questions about what I've talked about here today, please feel free to ask myself, Dr. Robin Armstrong, or Dr. Jody Freedman. We're always happy to help. To book online with us, go to willowbrookchiropractic.com.